Tonight's Oracle's Lounge Live is brought to you by Palmer Roofing and Sheet Metal. Palmer Roofing. We do our jobs better than Mike Moore does his. Welcome to the Oracle's Lounge Live, where we are unedited, uncut, and uncouth. Coming to you from beautiful and historic downtown Jeffersonville, I am Freddy, your announcer. And now it's my pleasure to introduce a man who believes government works best when everybody sues everybody. Here is the Oracle.
Thank you. And before I forget, a happy Thanksgiving to all of you in a few days. I'm sure you've all heard that Jeffersonville Mayor Mike Moore has asked a judge to intervene regarding a state law and a couple of local ordinances that he says infringe on his power. In a written statement responding to the suit, Council President Ed Zastavny said, "Hectares ha ha. Hectares ha ha. Hectares ha 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 ha." Palmer Roofing and Sheet Metal has filed suit against the city, in response to disparaging comments Moore made about the company during a Parks Authority meeting earlier this year, that led the board to select another bidder for a roofing job. In addition to seeking monetary damages, the company has asked that Moore be forced to wear a bald gag during the rest of his term. And that reminds me that tonight's Oracle's Lounge Live is brought to you by Palmer Roofing and Sheet Metal. At Palmer Roofing and Sheet Metal, our work can withstand even Mike Moore's bullshit. We've a very special guest on the Oracle's Lounge Live tonight, and we're honored to have him with us. Please say hello to the President of the United States, Barack Obama. Mr. President, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me back to Jeffersonville. Vice President Biden and I both visited Jeffersonville during the 2008 campaign, and it's great to be back.
It's been nearly 2 weeks since you won a second term. Please share some of your thoughts on the election and serving 4 more years as president.
Election night was great. I've watched Dick Armey's Fox News meltdown every day since, and I still chuckle a little. While I'm thinking about it, I'd like to publicly remind Donald Trump that he's welcome to use Air Force One for that trip to Kenya to talk to people about what I was like as a child. As for my second term, I'm thankful to have the opportunity to continue what we started. We've an economy that needs to get back on track. We've a federal government budget that needs to be fixed. We need to ensure that all U.S. citizens have access to affordable health care. And as you've recently learned in Jeffersonville, changing course in the middle of something big isn't always the best decision.
Mr. President, you will be facing these challenges with a Congress that looks much the same as it did during your first term. Please talk to us a bit about that.
Have you ever tried to have a rational conversation with Boehner or McConnell? I could send Biden to Capitol Hill every day and they wouldn't be any more confused. Hey, are you going to read that cue card?
I plan to.
Mind if I do it?
Be my guest.
Tonight's Oracle's Lounge Live is brought to you by Palmer Roofing and Sheet Metal. At Palmer Roofing and Sheet Metal, we're better than Jeff's Shaw Mayor thinks we are.
spoken like a true statesman.
I made it to town a little early and took the liberty of driving around while talking to President Clinton on the phone. I was telling him about Jeffersonville's trailer parks and the results of the last mayoral election, and all he kept saying was, "God, that sounds like paradise."
I just wanted to say that tonight's Articles Lounge Live is brought to you by Palmer Roofing and Sheet Metal. At Palmer Roofing and Sheet Metal, our work can withstand even Mike Moore's bullshit.
That's our show for this evening. Freddy and I thank President Obama for joining us tonight. Please tune in next week when State Senator Ron Grooms joins us. I am the Oracle, and I am gone.